Alright, everybody, say hi to YouTube. And that's everybody, that's just me. We just watched Lawrence and Leonie's A+ support conversation. By the way, the sweatshirt I'm wearing is
that
patterned
Professor
after
Manuela?
Violet's armor.
Her voice is every bit as fine as you might expect from the former leader of the Middle Franc troop. Oh, if it weren't for her drinking and her woefully inadequate manners, she would fit right in with high society. Wait a minute.
As my mind clings to desperate thoughts, here it comes, Horsebow Moon and Summer's End.
That's my... Oh no.
That's his poem?
No, no!
Oh, Lawrence! I heard you shout. Are you okay?
The poem! My poem! Forget it, I said! I asked you for
She
one
turned Lawrence's
thing!
poem into a
And
song.
I told you it would be impossible for me to forget.
Certainly, I understand. But setting it to music and
Just
now
in case.
singing it?
Oh, yes.
My gain is all the
It
way
makes
down,
for
so
a
if
beautiful
it's still
song,
picking up
doesn't it?
double
I'm
audio
feeling
from
so
the TV,
lonely
there's
and
nothing else I
blue.
can do.
My dearest
Except
has
turn the TV
left.
on more.
He has gone far away, and I'm here, all alone. And in my sadness, your poem, well, it became a song for me to sing. It brought me a moment of happiness.
I do not know who spurned you, but I assure you my poem has nothing to do with any such feelings. It is getting late. We should both turn in. I will take my leave now.
Oh, I understand. You're leaving me too. Why? Am I too old to matter?
No, I never said any such thing. Why, I am sure there are plenty of men who would prefer a mature woman such as yourself.
Mature, he says. I knew it. You're all the same, you know. No one sees the person behind the voice. They just see me older today than yesterday. They say, "Oh, look what happened to her." Nobody sees my frustration, my resignation to be forever alone. But you do. It's all right there in your poem.
Please, I assure you, my poem was not about that at all. It was actually about the ideal of nobility. The sentiment is that someday I know I will get what I want. There is no resignation in it, as you seem to be suggesting.
Lawrence. I was sure the poem was more about someone lamenting their frailty and the loneliness of time's passing. But that's not it at all, is it? This is the story of someone impatient to get ahead, who is afraid they'll never make it.
The speaker in the poem does lament his shortcomings. The road to reach his ideal is long. It is a trial, a test. If he can just find his way through it, he knows he can move forward. So I think you should try to move forward too. Because with a voice as talented as yours, how could you possibly fail?
Lawrence, someday you should let me sing this song in public. I think people who are battling through their own trials, they might find comfort in this. And I believe I'm the only one who can do your work justice.
Very well.
This is a long
You have my
conversation.
assent. On the condition that you do not attach my name to it.
Daisy agrees.
Now, permit me to retire for the night. I require ample rest to maintain an adequate level of polish, you know. I suppose, if my poem must be set to music, then it had best be done by such a talented singer.
That whole conversation was Lawrence just being like, it's not that deep.
Ah, found you! Hello, Lysithia. Hilda? What's that box you're holding? It's making me nervous for some reason. Your big sister Hilda's here, and she's going to make you
Lysithia's
look all
everybody's little
grown
sister.
up. I, don't recall ever asking you to. That's right, I knew exactly what you needed.
Yes,
You
good
didn't
Daisy
have to
Jones.
ask. Now take a seat. With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite
behind
colors.
the TV, right?
You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt. I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated. Let's put up your hair to show off your neck. But we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable. Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked. This is for
Lysipia's hair is
wooing,
already
not
done up in such an
warning.
elaborate
When you're
style.
older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable.
This is
You're treating me like a
probably
child.
supposed to take place
But I
before
guess
the
it's
time
mostly
skip, where
harmless.
Lysithea didn't really do
Now,
anything
when
with
you're
her.
standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you are gracefully extending your fingers. Gracefully?
Wow, this etiquette
Extending?
crash course sounds...
Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity. Hilda, that's enough. This is wearing me out. I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing. Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet. No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss over how I'm perceived. Even with my best efforts, I'll never be as good at this as you
I
are.
guess her hairstyle now is
Still,
just...
this was rather fun.
those little tassels,
Thank you, Hilda.
which is pretty
She
neat.
really is brimming with
Whatever
untapped
thing on the
potential.
back.
When she smiles like that, wow, even my heart skips a beat. You seem to have lined up your desserts very meticulously.
What you see before you, Lysithea, is a life choice.
Oh, really?
The most skilled pastry chef in the army has been asked to do the impossible in the heart of wartime. Source high-quality ingredients, employ advanced baking methods, and create these two pastries.
Wow, you've put a lot of thought into this. May I?
Of course. You can have but one, though, and it should be noted that they taste completely different. I thought I'd split them between us, seeing as they were made so carefully and are so very, very special.
Ah, thanks. So, what exactly is the life choice you mentioned? Also, if you are not partaking, I'll just go ahead and eat them both.
Oh no. For you see, if you eat one, you simply cannot, must not, eat
What
the
kind of
other.
social experiment is this?
Should you eat both, a pair of ingredients, one in each pastry, will combine to poison you.
That seems
doesn't
unnecessarily
work like
intense.
that.
Just one won't kill me then?
Of course not. But making this choice means you will not be able to taste the second dessert. Ever. No matter what I tell you, you'll never know which one tasted best. And if you are underwhelmed by your choice, you'll regret your decision forever.
So, I should just pick one and be done with it.
But you've already chosen, haven't you? Not between the pastries, but your life paths. You would gamble on the chance of living a long life, even if it meant losing your two crests, correct? Hence my current choice.
Wait, whose choice are we talking about now?
A shortened lifespan doesn't necessarily mean a short life. Even with two crests, you might live a long time. And with you around, the study of crests will undoubtedly reach previously unimagined levels. On the other hand, getting rid of them could help someone that I care about. Maybe. Or maybe it won't help at all. Unfortunately, one never knows until they eat the pastry. Even then, you can never taste them both.
Hang on, Linhardt. Do you mean to tell me you care about me? Since when?
When indeed. You are someone I care about, though. So
This
much
tells
so
me
I
that
wish we could be
deep down,
family, you and I.
Linhardt is a
Family?
bit of a he's
That escalated rather quickly.
got the
Although,
dramatic
having
flair.
more family does
in
sound
him
nice.
Somewhere deep down.
Anyway, I need to be going. Oh, and feel free to eat the pastries. I made up the poison bit because I didn't know how else to say what I wished to say. And because, well, because I believe there are choices we can make where you can have both. I'll show you somehow, before the war is over.
Are you sure these aren't poisoned? Linhardt, wait! Wait! Ah, Cyril. Cleaning again, I see.
Hilda, you're in the
Hilda,
way.
Not cleaning
Move
again,
it.
I see.
I'm supposed to refill the horses' water troughs, but I can't find the buckets. I was told that they'd be in the usual place. What's the usual place?
Maybe you'd know where that is if you did your job sometime.
You know, Cyril, I don't want to interrupt you while you're cleaning, but...
Come on, the buckets are over near the wall, where they always are, because I put them there.
Okay. Thanks for your help. You're pretty strong. I bet you're tired, though. Come on, let's rest a bit.
Okay, just for a minute though. I got more work to do.
I'm starting to think Cyril doesn't know how to have fun.
I'm not a fan of awkward silences. Anything interesting happen lately?
Figured you were the one with something to say. Quiet don't bother me.
I need an interesting topic for this letter I'm writing to my brother.
He should have a
I'm
southern
stumped.
accent.
Your brother write to you a lot?
Constantly. Yeah, he must be bored. He's always going on about how worried he is for me. What's worse, if I take too long to reply, he gets more worried and writes more about it.
Write about your life, maybe. You know, stuff like, I got real lazy again today. Or maybe, can you believe I still don't know where they put the water buckets?
You're mean. Do you really think that little of me?
So
You're a lazy
passive
gal
aggressive.
who
Look
gets
at his
people to do her
angry
work for her.
face.
I never knew anybody like that in Elmira.
Oh, really? So Lady Rhea isn't the only difference between Fodlan and Almira after all?
I don't like
Cyril's one of the
comparing Lady Rhea
scariest
with you,
angry
but I
faces in the
figure you're
game.
right. But you know what's real weird? Nobody seems to mind picking up your slack. Even me.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing worth repeating. Anyway, I gotta get back to work.
Every Fire Emblem game does this, where two characters will be talking, and
He's
one of them will
such
say
a
something
diligent
in the exact
boy.
same volume that they
I
were
don't think
talking
I've ever
earlier, and
seen
the other
someone
person would
from
be like,
Fodlan
"What
work
did you say?"
hard.
Even though they're like right
Come
next to each
on.
other.
I never got an idea from him about what to write in my letter. Ugh. I guess there's nothing for it. Maybe I can just write about Cyril.
Dorothea and Ingrid.
Why are you sighing at me like that? Is my face really so hopeless?
Ingrid, I am trying to think of something polite to say right now. It's as if you have no experience dressing elegantly. At all.
I mean, I don't. Dorothea, I appreciate you taking the time, but yes, we're in the middle of a war. It hasn't been my top priority.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so hard on you. I
Pretty
was
sure that
just
line actually
surprised,
changes.
is all. A gal like
This
you,
line
you're
right
a
here actually
beautiful
changes
young
if
noblewoman
this conversation takes place.
who somehow has no
3
experience
times.
with either makeup or fashion. This is basic stuff, Ingrid. The basics of the basics, really. But it's
It'd
like
be
you've never
really
even
interesting
tried.
if the entire topic changed.
I was just never interested before.
like if this
Even as a
conversation
child,
was
it never
completely
appealed
different,
to me.
if
Fussy,
it took
pretty
place,
things always felt unnecessary.
3 times skip
And
as
gussing
opposed
myself up to
first
attract
times. I like
someone has
stuff
never
like that.
played an important part in my
It
pursuits
makes
as a
it
knight.
so that you have to play the
But
game multiple
you've
times to
piqued
see
my
all the
interest in all
content.
this.
I'm fine with that.
How?
It's not like I'd be
No
dressing
problem
myself
playing
up
this
just to
game
attract someone.
10 times
I'd
over.
be dressing up for the occasion, specifically. Even if I don't dress up any other time. A special occasion such as this is a good reason to try it out.
Well, yeah. That's why we dress up when we go out. You might meet someone, and you want to look your best, don't you? Get their attention, lure them in.
That's the exact opposite of what I just said. You said previously that dressing up for the occasion is reason enough.
Oh, I just said that so you wouldn't run off screaming.
I see.
I love these two.
My real point is that you're quite lovely even before getting all fixed up. Absolutely bewitching, in fact. So when I'm finished with you, well, someone looking at you could be forgiven for wanting to pounce.
Are
Could
you
they
talking
be?
about yourself, Dorothea?
I don't know that I'd forgive them.
Oh, I know. That's why just before I lunge, I'm gonna ask permission.
Permission is not granted. Ever. Just back off.
Ingrid is just not that into you, Dorothea. I'm sorry. We've seen. This is actually a very
Apologies
similar
for my late arrival.
Mercedes. Putting makeup on Ingrid. Cyril doesn't have a bed. Skipping all the ones that we've seen already. I don't remember this one actually.
Manuela? What's she doing down there?
Ugh.
Is she
What
just
did
lying
I
on the floor
do to
again?
deserve pain like this? Alright. Same thing as always.
She seems fine. I ought to just keep walking. See no evil, right?
Stay right there. Ugh. Cyril! It must be a little dollop of destiny
God.
meeting you here. Listen, you wouldn't leave me when I needed a little help, would ya?
That's her drunk voice.
Okay, what do you need?
That's my boy, Cyril. You're a saint.
No,
I
just
don't
work
want to
for
be
her.
trouble, but get me water and medicine. Now, please. Whew, I feel a bit better now. Thank you so much, Cyril. My sweet, dear little Cyril.
He's as tall
Professor
as you now,
Manuela, why do you do this to yourself? It makes you feel so bad the next day, I don't see the point.
Oh, you know, sometimes I'm upset and... Well, that's it, really. It's not something a kid like you could understand. Maybe one
He's
day.
19.
Or not. Who knows? All I know is that my head aches.
Professor, isn't this stuff why you keep running men off? And them running is what upsets you. Then you do this all over again.
You can't understand heartbreak until you've felt it for yourself. But when you're older, your heart will break. And I'll make sure to be there. To get you water and all that.
That's okay.
You're always so nice and
Well, you're not
sweet,
gonna remember
Cyril.
this conversation
I'll
now.
pay you back. Promise.
Nope, no thanks. No reason to. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, don't
This
be
is
shy.
pretty much the same
I'll
conversation.
be waiting
as
in the
scene.
wings for that little heart of yours to shatter. Oh, Cyril. What were you saying? I interrupted, I think.
I was just saying I need to get going. A lot of work to do. Lots. Okay, bye.
Gay. I almost want to save this until... I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until Gray and Lux are watching. Gray or Lux. Because they need to see that.
Why did you bring me here? It's so isolated.
That would be the point.
Yikes. See you around, B.
Hang on a second. Out here, in a place like this, you should be free to sigh, yeah?
What do you mean by that?
I just thought it would do you well to cut loose and sigh to your heart's content.
Really. You found a nice quiet place where you could annoy me without putting bystanders at risk?
Why does this always happen? That's not what I meant. This is me doing something nice for you. You said before that you can't ever relax because you're worried about endangering others. A lot's been going on recently, so let her rip already. Sigh until you can sigh no more.
That's nice of you. A chance to relax and sigh as I please. Sounds good. But what do we do about the monsters?
What do you think? A monster shows up, I punch it in the nose.
I was
Done
literally
deal.
about to say, I'm gonna punch him.
I'm never alone, pal. These two fists are always
God,
by
I
my
wouldn't-
side, and they never let me down.
I
Oh,
just got
right.
thinking about a
It
Fire
doesn't
Emblem
have to be here if
game
you have
abridged
performance
in the
anxiety,
style of
but
like
anytime
Team
you
4-Star.
accidentally call
I
a
actually
monster,
started
just
writing a
holler
script
and I'll
for Fire
punch
Emblem
it to next
Awakening
Tuesday.
abridged.
In fact, maybe it's best if you just stick by my side from now on.
There is
Do
like
that,
a
you're
really,
free to
a
sigh
really
whenever the
short
urge strikes.
Fire Emblem Awakening
Why would I
abridged
have to
video,
stay
but
by
it's
your
like
side?
15, 20 minutes long.
Not a
so
lot of people in this world can knock out
it's
a
not
beast
like a
without breaking
full-blown
a sweat.
series, like
I'm one of them.
normal abridged
And
series.
since I'm always on the run from bounty hunters, I'm an exceptionally light
Fire
sleeper.
Emblem seems like a,
You
a
expect
good,
me to sleep by your side too?
a good
this
a
may be
game
my
to do
best
that
idea
for, like
yet.
Final Fantasy.
If I'm always with a monster summoner, fewer people will come after my bounty. This is brilliant.
Never change, Bee. You're so predictable. All right, have fun.
Have fun? That's an odd thing to do. Monsters, they're everywhere. This is gonna be a blast.
I wish Balthus was actually that strong in game.
It's hard not to like that dummy.
If he was actually strong enough to take out multiple beasts by himself, gods, he'd be broken. Okay. Should I do battles? I should probably check this one, because I'm still missing fucking Mercurius and Dragon Claws. Can you only get those pre-time skip? I'm starting to wonder. Could also just do seminar when everybody's levels. We're getting to upper 30s. Looking right about 36. Take this, take this, take this. God damn it. Alright. Kinda wanna keep Rally Strength. Losing level 2 doesn't do that much. Catherine, you need some more abilities. Fully level 3 in defensive tactics aren't good enough. Ooh, range +1, give me that. Get, let's see what magic I have here. Rally level's better. Flame could also use some better abilities. Oh god, you got a lot of shitty abilities too. Those two in particular. I'm using further this. It actually has a good set of healing. Well, I could get rid of 30 too. Seminar or battle? Maybe I'll raise reason, since I want these two to level up. Who else is on reason? Dorothea. Lambert. Mary. Alright, let's do Summoner Lysithea. That's better. Cool beans. Alright, it's time to get serious.
Gronder Field should be around here, right? But it's so foggy. Even if there were enemies here, we'd never know it.
I recall the terrain from the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, but without the
Well, it only
ability to
seems
see
to
the
be,
enemy's
like,
formation.
Hovering right
Our
around
enemies
us.
are
The rest
subject
of
to the same
scenery is
conditions.
completely sunny.
We'll just have to wait for the fog to clear up.
Speaking of enemies, what do you think became of those unidentified troops? Any follow-up reports?
We haven't heard anything since. If they were headed this way... Well, I'd like to avoid being caught by surprise, but we can't make use of our scouts because of this fog. And it's hard to predict this fight. There's no way to know what will happen. Of course. The morale of our allies would be crushed if we let them see us shaking in our boots. Your guidance is going to be crucial, Teach, now more than ever. Do whatever it takes to lead us to victory.
Don't worry, you're all way too overleveled to die. Unless I really mess up. It's Ferdinand's birthday. Let me just give flowers.
Much appreciated.
Do I need to do any more certifications for the rest of this playthrough? So I made Yuri a Mortal Savant. I think that was the last one I needed to do. To war at Gronder. So like all my units are at least 3 levels over the suggested level.
Departing from the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Alliance army marches south toward Enbar, the imperial capital. As an unknown military force begins their advance under the banner of the kingdom, the Imperial Army dispatches forces from Fort Mercius with the intention of intercepting them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Look at that silhouette bee!
I am grateful.
I bet it rhymes with Shimitri.
My thanks.
Oh, wow, thanks.
These online statistics are so pointless. Like, who cares
I thank you.
what units got taken to the sauna this month?
I have gratitude.
Alright, familiar battlefield, but an unfamiliar formation. We're not as spread out this time. So yeah, unlike the Battle of the Eagle... Oh yeah. No prize for guessing that this was Dimitri. The only person that we recognize down here is Dedue, who has a void -4 because of his battalion. But yeah, the only difference between this and the Battle of the Eagle and Lion is that, well, one, your units die permanently, because this is no knock battle. So your units will die permanently, and instead of the victory condition, instead of killing the most enemy, well, I guess if we just kill kill all enemy commanders, which should be Edelgard and Dimitri. Also, interesting note, Edelgard has the Crest of Flames. I think I pointed this out. I definitely pointed this out in my last video, but yeah, interesting little tidbit there that we'll learn more about when we play Cryptic Cloud. I guess we'll play Silver Snow first. I'm looking forward to playing Silver Snow. This Imperial General, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be Petra. This is supposed to be Bernadetta. Here's Hubert. She has one. This gives +10 avoid, which is pretty good, but we just don't really utilize avoid stats. Thank you, Loud Cars. And this is supposed to be Ferdinand. Give me a Lamppost shield, a shield that offers divine protection for steeds and nullifies extra effectiveness against cavalry units. Pretty good. You don't run into weapons that are effective against cavalry that often in this game. The only one you really see is Horse Slayers. But it's still nice to have. 0 weight means you can put it on anybody. Plus you can... So yeah, there's the Lamppost shield. There's one for armored units and another one for flying units. I can't remember. Usually Edelgard both have Master Seals. Edelgard also has the Sword of Saros. I thought it was just Saros. That's the Saros shield. The sword. Anyway. Sacred weapon that heals 50% of damage dealt and restores HP every turn. Man, this would be a really good weapon if we could ever use it. But we can't. Yeah. Much smaller army down here. And, oh, by the way, when you make it up to the hill's going to explode. And there's going to be fire hazards all over here, so be ready for that. And taking the ballista is kind of a catch-22. But if you do it with Byleth, who has terrain resistance, then he won't be affected. So I'm just going to do that. be able to forge
Well-
this Lance of Voltan.
Come back soon.
Ingrid to have it too? I think I want Zenith to have it actually. Nice. Spirit of Assault kind of sucks.
Is that the one?
Ooh. Nah, we're not gonna do that.
Come back
A lot
soon.
of wood steel. Alright, who should we bring? I think I want to go for mobility. Because there's this river we have to get over. There's also these cliffs, so I think a lot of mobility would be nice. We also gotta be aware of the ballista. This guy can move pretty far, so put this guy. I'm gonna get out of here. Keep going. Yes, so... Let's sure. Actually, Yuri, because there's going to be a chest that we need. I don't know. Let's hit the we're gonna go with this. Dorothea. Petra, I guess. Okay. So, reclass. Really?
Clearly, you place a lot of stock in me.
Yep. Okay. This one. There's a lot of sword masters down here. This guy's supposed to be Felix. gonna swap out 0. Send Quai east as well. Go talk to Dimitri. I think we're all set. Cutscene.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
They don't even bother with like a dramatic reveal that it's Dimitri.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
There's the line. That line was in.
And so we fight on.
The second trailer for this game, and everybody beat the hell out of it. Now we get the best battle track in the game.
I will crush anyone who blocks my path.
Dimitri, he's alive. But he doesn't look interested in joining forces with us.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
Alrighty. Actually, one thing that I'm not sure about is whether each side gets buffed for...
I'm in.
Like they do during the Battle of the Eagle Line. Oh, God! I should have fixed your rapier. That's gonna suck.
Give the goddess my regards, yeah.
Shall we?
What's my strategy? It won't be in vain.
My orders?
I'll do my best.
I can kill it next time. I'll just have to
More fighting.
Ready when you are.
Let's make this quick.
At the ready.
At your service.
Mounted units, advance!
Sorry, but I must. So close.
Ballista's unaffected by... No, they are. Move up.
Now there's a way forward.
I must lead
I'm
them
not gonna worry
well.
about manning the ballista, because why use a ballista when you have this one?
Don't get used to this.
I would have him go up here, but I don't want him to catch fire.
I'm sorry.
Holy shit, Petra! That's her goddamn name. Let's get Petra's name. For some reason I thought it did. Got sweets. Which does also gain experience here after taking that guy. Yay, alert stance plus!
Useful.
Would be a problem if
I will not die yet.
You double them alive? No.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Making myself use these good weapons. Never really did.
You took me lightly.
Can't afford to slack off.
I was wondering why Hilda couldn't kill that guy with the phase, and then I was like, oh yeah. Definitely.
Allow me to demonstrate! It won't be in vain.
Lamppost shield. Go up here.
My blood compels me! I won, didn't I?
One step closer to victory.
That helps.
That might be
Goddess, forgive me. I won't let this hold.
Yep, that was all of the. That's fine.
How kind of our enemies to fight one another. And open flanks as well. Generous.
What if I was baiting you? Did you ever consider that?
Here is something to believe in! This could turn the tides.
If they're going to stand in our way, they must die.
No,
Smash
you
them to
must
pieces.
die. Oh, I forgot about reinforcements. That's not good. Potentially great. Ugh. What are these hit rates? Might have been
Sorry,
a good idea to
but I
get
must.
quad hit plus 20. I didn't think it would be an issue because he wouldn't be attacking from as much range, but he has 34 dex. His hit's 141. I guess they just have ridiculous immunity. What should I do? Fluent.
interfering with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get rid of you.
I'll get rid of you first.
Fighting on will endanger my life. Your Majesty, I must withdraw.
What did you expect?
Better that than use a lit stance. Oh, she's just gonna get it.
It's over. Another victory.
I'm sorry.
Once I've decided you're done, you're done.
Don't blow this!
Still can't use alert
It is
stance,
time.
which is awesome.
Someone, take the central hill.
Push from behind too.
A fitting outcome.
This is supposed to be Sylvain, and then the Pegasus not over here is Ingrid. They definitely baited me. I forgot that there were reinforcements for these guys. Well, there's not.
Nice.
Oh, she is keen intuition. That's why. Let's just blow down. Me! Got a crit.
Really wanted to die, huh?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, those stats were good, Happy. Kill him. Thank goodness for Villain Knights having ridiculous.
For Gerald. Still far from the top.
Still. Nice and simple.
Sexy. Better accept it. Give the goddess my regards, yeah. Hardly worth mentioning.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Sorry, but it's you or me. You're making me work. Can't afford to slack off.
Why did he use his battalion? It's so weird. Disappointing!
So helpful.
Feels like fighting is all there is.
I'm here to help.
I have an idea.
Come here. I just get we'll steal. Situation over here. To do is getting all up in my business. Dimitri is about to get him all up in business.
I fought and won.
The disrespect.
I shall not stray.
Let's engage your strength.
For now,
Suffering.
I'll revel in my achievement.
That was a really good level up though, regardless.
In the name of His Highness, you die here. I can still fight, Your Highness.
No, you can't.
Shut up and retreat. You must live to do.
Two of these mages. I think this is supposed to be Annette? No, this is Mercedes.
Fighting wears me out.
Wait, I can't.
We'll cover you. I've got an ace up my sleeve.
Should I help?
Now's our chance.
Alright. Decent stats. Plus 40 hit is probably the most noticeable thing. Balanced battalions aren't super useful. Something like Violet they could be more useful. But you don't see that many units that split their focus between magic and physical. Woo! Ugh. Well, also you can get battalions like SR Research Corps, which gives plus 5 magical and physical attack, and I think plus 30 hit, and that's an E rank battalion. So, kind of makes this one obsolete as a B.
This is for the best, right?
Ouch. Big Gambit. Would be super lame. Dimitri can do a ridiculous amount of damage. Italian, which gives plus 10 physical attack and plus 15 crit. Kind of nuts. More charm and blood. Yeah, battalions won't affect him because of commander. So I think the best thing to do is to just shoot him with Failnaught. This is our other chance to do it. Let's use the mini bow.
Calm down, Dimitri. What does it achieve, us killing each other here?
Move, Claude. I have no time to exchange words with you.
It doesn't matter what I'm saying, does it? You aren't even listening. But I'm not gonna budge.
Too easy. Nice dodge.
Where are you, Aidgard? I will not stop until I kill you.
Alright. Nice level up, Claude. Holy shit.
My duty is your death.
No time to slow down.
Really weird to me how you only get 3.5 characters that can use dark magic. You get Lysithea, Happy, Hubert, and Edelgard, oddly enough, can learn dark magic. But Hubert is the only one who can be a dark mage because dark mage is gender locked for some fucking reason.
Goddess, forgive me.
Dex and speed. Damn it.
I want to learn even...
Sorry.
Sweet of you.
It's a lot of crit you got there, Edelgard. Another Lampo shield? Seriously? Definitely did not need 2 of those. is your charm so low? Why is your charm lower than all of the bosses? Do the same thing. 40. Good.
Apologies.
Ooh, I could rally charm.
Thanks for that.
Ooh, I could just brave sword it. He's super cheesy. Let's start with this.
We haven't seen each other since Garrett Mach. You've grown lovelier than ever, Edelgard.
You're not so unfortunate yourself. And you have the aid of the Professor. Frankly, I'm jealous. Now's the chance for you and the Professor to leave.
I'm afraid I must decline. Even if we left, we just have to come right back. I'm here to help. Good time for a secret scheme.
This might be the first and only time that charm will ever be useful. Or rally charm will ever be useful. Did I use Creator Sword just for the drama? Yeah.
I knew when next we met, one of our paths would have to come to an end. Your journey ends here, Professor. Forever. I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one. I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Even in an ugly battle like this, it's important
I
not
just
to
realized the
lose heart.
hill never exploded.
We have
Did
to
I
take
not
pride
trigger
in
it?
our victory. We did it, Teach. Now we can move forward
How do I trigger
to
that?
our victory.
I thought all I had to do... Do I have to man the... It might be because I never manned the ballista. That might be what triggers it. I'll take it though, it made the battle easier. I thought it was just as soon as you take
So,
the hill...
Edelgard retreated.
It explodes.
I suppose she lives to be defeated another day. I suppose a win is a win, regardless of the circumstance. Some of our allies are injured, but can still fight. We'll just have to accept this outcome and press onward. Still, the battlefield looks awful. And I wonder what became of the Kingdom Army
Streaming a little
and
more.
Dimitri.
This might just be...
I saw
oh, this
him.
is-
Who? Dimitri?
He was completely different from how I remember him. He looked like a crazed demon while he was fighting. He pursued Edelgard as she retreated, but he didn't get far before he collapsed. I saw him surrounded by Imperial troops and pierced by their spears. I'll never forget it.
That honestly
He
deserved...
deserved a better end.
That honestly deserved...
He went through so much to
its
make
own
it here,
piece
only
of
for his
artwork
efforts
that
to
they
be
put
in
up there
vain.
some every now and then. But I'm guessing they decided against it because it would have been too gruesome. But Dimitri's body with like 20 spears sticking out of his back fucking deserved.
I can't even begin to
official piece
understand
of
what Dimitri must have been feeling, but there must have been some other way. Why did he have to go like that?
And his vassal, Dedue. Did he fall as well?
I don't know.
Your Highness.
Sure as hell did not.
Your ambitions are my own now. I will bring you Edelgard's head. I swear it!
Professor, Claude, may I have a moment of your time?
Lysithea, what are you doing up this late? Trouble sleeping? Anyone would be shaken after such a brutal battle. If you're having trouble sleeping, you should drink some warm milk. That's a thing, right?
Must you treat me like a child, simply because I'm awake a bit later than usual? Actually, I can hardly muster any indignation right now. I wanted to tell you that I noticed something odd during that battle.
What was it?
There were some strange mages among the ranks of the Imperial Army. Did you notice them? That's right. I have seen people dressed just like that before. It was a long time ago. House Ardelia was involved in a rebellion that took place within the Empire 18 years ago. After it was quelled, all of the key officials were caught and put to death. The Empire sent replacements, who they used to take control of House Ardelia. Among the people sent by the Empire were mages dressed in black, just like those we saw in battle.
If they're Imperial mages, it makes sense that they would wear the same clothing, right?
Yes, but the mages from back then and today, I do not believe they are from the Drestian Empire. No. I got the impression that they were from somewhere else, somewhere completely separate from Fodlan. There's more. Those mages imprisoned the children from my house and performed horrible rituals on them. Blood experiments.
Lysithea, you can't mean... even you?
Yes. All of the others were deemed failures. They all died. And even I... It doesn't matter. The point is that those monsters possess dreadful knowledge and power. I just thought you should know the sort of people who have allied with the Empire.
Blood experiments. Does that remind you of anything, Teach? Exactly. There was that secret group who abducted Flayn and extracted her blood 5 years ago. The people involved back then were Tomas and Monica. Well, I suppose their true names were Solon and Kranya. So, that eerie group has been slithering behind the scenes in the Empire for a while now. Lysithea, thank you for sharing all of that with us. One day we will uncover the truth of who those people really are.
Yeah, Lysithea backstory, and it's not happy. It's not happy backstory.
We've managed to invade Empire territory and emerge victorious in our first battle. I hope to maintain our momentum and push onward to Enbar, the Imperial capital.
How her backstory doesn't get revealed until this
we are
late
not
in the
legendary
story,
heroes
and
in a
only
fairy tale. Our stamina has limits.
The Golden Deer
The longer
route,
we fight, the harder the fight will become.
every other time
It
you
will
talk
take
about
immense
it
effort
gets
to
revealed
secure
in
the
her
supplies and
support
soldiers
conversation
we
way
need to
earlier.
prevail.
Boy, you better not be saying this is as far as we go.
Of course not. However, the road ahead leads deep into enemy territory. It'll be a difficult journey, strewn with hardship. I can't guarantee that we'll make it out alive. If anyone wants to leave, now is the time to do it.
Oh, by the way,
I shall
the
accompany you to
sweatshirt
the
that I got
very
today
end.
came with this
After all,
adorable
someone must
little
step up to take leadership should we
acrylic
fall.
pin.
I'm coming. The future of my village depends on this.
Yeah, there it
Besides,
is.
I have to protect the
Both
professor.
Violet's kissing
For
Edelgard
Captain
on the
Gerald.
cheek.
I'm
And
not
if you
going
flip it
anywhere.
around,
Because of the Empire, my little sis can't live in peace.
We can't leave the future of Fodlan
it's
to
them
others.
with green hair.
I'm sure that
It's
everyone
so
here feels the
cute.
same.
Look
The
at him.
Knights of Seros will keep fighting the Empire. We won't rest until
Yeah, once
we
again,
rescue
shout out to
Lady
Mogi
Rhea.
Berry.
I feel the same as the Knights. I've got to rescue Lady Rhea no matter what.
So, what? We're all supposed to take turns saying we'll do our best until the very end?
Yeah, that's how this game
And what
works,
about you,
Hilda.
Marianne? What will you do?
I'll
Every Fire
fight
Emblem,
too.
that is another requirement in every Fire Emblem game.
Fine. Fine.
During
I
a
suppose I'll
climactic
tag
battle,
along
every
too,
character has
until
to
the
take
bitter
turns
end.
saying a line.
It's an honor
It actually
to keep fighting
happens,
alongside such
like,
stalwart allies.
6 different
Right,
times
Teach?
in this game.
I know I'm a great leader and all, but praising me isn't going to get you anywhere. All right. Now that I know where each of you stands, I'm going to return to Alliance territory
Sora,
for a
Cloud,
while.
Hikaru.
I intend to report this victory
Hello.
to the Alliance Lords and draw
How's
out
it
even
going?
more support from them. Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
I kind of messed
I
around
should
with my
write to
audio,
my
so
brother.
let me know if
He'll
it
want to
sounds
hear
weird.
about our victory.
Your brother,
Important
Lord
question,
Holt?
hit me.
How is he these days?
Oh, he's doing great. I even got a letter from him before the last battle. He wanted to come and join our fight too.
What's this? Lord Holst come here?
Favorite character, Edelgard.
That would be a most reassuring development.
Sadly, it sounds like my father was against the idea. They
we're
want him to
playing
stay
as
in
the-
case they
as-
need to
as the
fight the
Golden Deer,
Almirans.
Their
that's
logic
only
is
because I
sound.
want to play through all the
Though it
routes
is
on
vexing
stream.
that the Alliance's greatest general
Same,
cannot join
yeah,
us on the
nice.
front lines.
We should be glad that Holst is staying behind. Almira aside, there's also
yeah,
no
Crimson
guarantee that
Flower.
the Imperial forces won't try to launch a surprise attack from the Old Kingdom territory.
If you have something you need to talk to my brother about, I'd be happy to send
I don't
a
know
letter.
if you joined.
No, that's okay.
I think you.
I'm just
you
glad to hear he's
joined
doing
right
well.
after I showed this off.
Please
But
send
look
him
at
my
this.
regards.
Look at her. This came with the sweatshirt that I just got in the mail today.
Little acrylic pin. Adorable.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Harpstring Moon. The Golden Scheme.
Hey, thanks for the follow, man.
Claude leverages his victory
I don't have
at the Battle of Grondon
notifications
to
set
secure
up, but-
reinforcements from Alliance Lords.
Thank you so
Meanwhile,
much.
the Imperial Army continues to tighten its defenses at Fort Mercius in anticipation of an attack on the Imperial capital.
Our objective is Enbar, the Imperial capital. But our greatest obstacle lies before that.
And what's that?
Mercius, right?
Fort Mercius. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Enbar.
Fort Mercius, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
If I recall correctly, it's sometimes referred to as the Stubborn Old General.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The Imperial army we defeated has withdrawn to Enbar. Fort Mercius should be short on soldiers for now.
We should be careful.
It would be best to take it before enemy reinforcements arrive. Still, there's a reason it's been called impregnable. The only real question is what our fearless
Greatest
leader
shirt ever.
intends to do.
You won't be able to post a link in my chat.
Sorry for the delay,
but tell
everyone.
me about it.
Those mewling lords kept me from leaving for quite some time.
So, were you able to secure additional reinforcements?
It's gonna have to wait until next month. It doesn't look like they can afford to keep supporting us at present.
Then what should we do about Fort Mercius? Do you plan on waiting around?
No, if we wait until next month, the enemy will have bolstered their defenses. That said, the prevailing theory is that you need triple your enemy's forces to take a fortress with a frontal assault.
Right. That's what we were taught at the Academy. And this is Fort Mercius we're talking about. It's renowned for its strong defenses.
Our current army isn't nearly strong enough. What to do?
Whatever you do, just don't ask us to scale those huge walls. We'd end up dead when they hurl rocks down at us.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there.
Ferdinand von Iron.
Wait a minute.
That joke never
I've got
gets
it.
old.
We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
There's a lot of good
Right,
quality
that's what I was
memes from
saying
this
all
game.
along.
Ferdinand von Iron is
Right,
one of them.
nice one, Hilda. But how do you propose we go about sneaking in?
Disguises? If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in.
Do you really think they just open the gates for us? I'd be
Just
pretty
crazy enough
dumbfounded if
it
that
just might
worked.
work.
No, she's on to something. It's a good idea, Hilda. We just need to refine it a bit, and we'll be in there before we know it.
Really? Go me!
What is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Oh, I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
Why are we having a war
So,
council
fearless
outside?
leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
You know me so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again? Just leave the details to me.
It's time to infiltrate Fort Merceus. You see some. Hey, they're college graduates. Give them a little credit. It's time to explore. So I just thought it was just like it's this war council, but it's just like the high school drama club.
Fort Merceus is old and strong. Its reputation for durability is equal to that of Aryan Road. Are we really going to leave this to Claude, with a plan concocted by Hilda of all people?
Have a little faith.
I would like to, but I'm always troubled by how secretively that man devises his schemes. Let us hope the end result is not too outlandish.
Let's hope we don't die. Brawling tournament? I don't really think I need to do... Well, Summer Graphics Plus, I guess, is pretty good.
You can't be serious.
Do...
My relationship with the Boar Prince began even before I was born. He was always by my side. You might even say that, at one time, we were best friends. I couldn't fathom the depth of his hatred for the Empire. So much anguish. Could I have saved him? Could I have stopped him?
Okay.
Oh. Nah.
Bernadetta!
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And assaulting that huge keep. That sounds hard. Oh, really hard. Don't you think it'll be hard?
Just lead the children into war already. That's what I've been doing this whole time.
Of course you'd say that. Why'd I even ask?
Do we really call them children at this point? They're all at least... they're all in their 20s, except for, at this point, except for Cyril, who's 19. If this was pre-time skip, then yeah, they were just straight up children. Commit mass murder with the power of friendship. That's pretty much what every Fire Emblem game is like.
Professor? Fort Merceus is next, huh? Ah, the memories. It's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. The town's completely surrounded by high walls. I used to run around there when I was a kid. Way back when a fortress was just a playground for me. Yeah, those were the days.
I found a fish out there.
No. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Merceus next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. Not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to
The
everyone.
part is that, like, about this game, that most of the characters, they either have, their parents are either dead or they're just shit. It leads to a lot of trauma. It's the man. The man himself.
No, Sam. A class reunion on the battlefield? That's bleak. That must have been so hard on everyone. You gotta keep looking after them all. I mean, they still look to you for guidance, you know? Hey, how about a favor?
By the way, Nightbot just posted my YouTube link. It's not just my VODs that are on there. I actually do other playthroughs that weren't streamed on Twitch on YouTube. So yeah, go check those out.
Professor!
If you so please.
Hey,
I've heard Dedue's passed on, just like His Highness.
You said right now, thanks, man.
That's true. I did hear that his body was never found. If somehow he's still alive, I hope we'll meet again.
I don't actually stream on Twitch that much anymore. Every Monday, I do Mario Kart Mondays with a bunch of friends, which is always a blast. And I don't really do that much else other than this every now and then. But yeah, I've been doing a bunch of playthroughs with my sibling Gray and our friend Kira, our friend Lux. Yeah, but those are just for YouTube. I found that I like doing things for YouTube better. But I did kind of commit to doing this playthrough of like Fire Emblem stuff on Twitch, so I want to keep to that. I do enjoy streaming on Twitch, talking with Twitch chat. It just takes a lot of effort to do consistently.
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries.
Not possible.
After the battle at Gronder, some people claim they saw my father. They said he walked off the battlefield.
Do you have school in 4 hours? Oh, you must be in a much different time zone than from where
So long as
I
father's
am.
alive,
I don't need anything else. I hope to see him again one day.
Or do you just have to go to sleep? That could also be. Any case, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
Claude takes care of the strategy, you direct the troops, and the rest of us focus on the fighting. As long as the system keeps working, we can win any battle, no matter the odds. That's what everyone's saying, anyway. Hope you can keep up with our expectations, Professor.
Hey!
Us merchants have your back. Sorry, I don't support capitalism. I think I'm just gonna...
Among our prisoners of war, there were quite a few people who served His Highness. One of them stated
This sweatshirt is very
that the
warm.
Empire was involved with the tragedy of Duscur. If this is true, His Highness's motives seem clear. I can't help but feel that perhaps I should have been fighting by his side. No, not anymore. I am where I belong. Those of us still on this plane of existence will carry the torch. The inhumane actions of the Empire must not be repeated.
I never used to care whether I lived or died. But after seeing so much death firsthand, I now realize how precious life truly is. I'm ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little.
There's so many characters that I love in this game. Sylvain is not one of them.
Hi there! Yes.
I need to do
Hello there.
Heck yeah! Dude, why does everybody want Venom Stone? I don't get it. I never used that. It's annoying though. Mithril, yes. Armor Slayer? No. Let's hell no. Get that shit out of here.
Teach. Each time we take a step forward, more blood is spilled. But by spilling that blood, we're able to take yet another step forward. War is always a cruel affair. But luckily, we have each other to lean on. We've steeled our hearts. We won't be broken. I couldn't agree more. Without them, we could never have made it this far. Oh, and about taking the fort, I'll need a tad more time to prepare our plan. It's called an impregnable fortress for a reason, after all. My contingencies need contingencies this time, or we may not pull it off.
I wonder how far we can get with this plan, dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in.
Claude said it could use some refinement. Any ideas?
One of the best dialogue choices in the game. It was Claude, it was a woman.
Dress me as Edelgard? But we look nothing alike. On second thought, let's just stick to the plan as originally conceived. That seems safer. Excuse me, could you do me a favor? Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
Alright, do I want to talk to anybody else? I don't want to talk to my Cynthia.
As I suspected, they seem to be supporting the Imperial Army now. Though I don't quite know who they are yet. Nor do I know what tricks they'll use against us next. We can't afford to let our guard down.
Cynthia did seem to manage bringing up her traumatizing past pretty well.
There's word that Claude has developed a rather interesting stratagem to capture the fortress. You know Fort Merceus's nickname, I assume, the stubborn old general? But there must be one or two gaps in its defenses.
Let's just go to the training hall. Get motivated and then go instruct. Probably right. Oh, that's right, I got Xanadu treasure fruit. I can make this now. Let's go.
I enjoy... I see. Cooking is much more exciting than studying or training. Wow.
These two.
That smell.
I appreciate.
You know what? I can try and get some unique dining conversations that we haven't seen before. Does Cynthia have one? I think she has one with Hahnemann. Let's get these two.
Food tastes better when I get to share it with
Oh, this
you.
is
I
what
feel
we've
the same. Let's fill up so that we...
What about Caspar and Linhart?
Yeah, it's eating time. Come on, let's dig in.
Caspar, do develop table manners. Begin by chewing with your mouth closed, especially when I'm around.
Everybody's motivation looking pretty good. I'd like to get Catherine's up. I want her to get S+ in sword.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Anybody else? Set. Let's go. Well, Malthus is happy. Which one do we do?
Wow, this is all kinds of tasty.
My favorite meal at my favorite cost. Free. Gotta love this place.
Okay, let's go get some sword. Excuse me.
Fort Mercius. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. Whatever strategy you have in mind.
Well,
Let's see.
Each step closer to Enbar riches, and that's how the past works, though, is...
Did anybody else give me sword other than Anna?
No sale. You gotta.
Oh, Catherine came.
Hello.
Shut up, Sylvain. You're just gonna make some misogynistic comment that makes you look stupid.
Wow, I hardly recognize everyone. Their faces have changed so much. More experience in the eyes, and more pain. I'm glad that they're stronger, but I hate to think they've all become hardened killers. Look after them, okay? Try to keep them on the straight and narrow.
Oh, Catherine, you almost sounded vulnerable there. Careful. Let's go... Blacksmith. Fix Yuri's rapier.
Professor.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this... There you go. Is this... There you go. Is this... There you go.
Fine, I'm not... Oh, it's in terrible shape.
Is this... There you go.
Not in terrible shape. If I could speak correctly or loudly enough. Goodness. Okay. You know what, let's go ahead and make this...
Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
I think that's all I want to do here. Instruct. Just the A. Just the A.
Nope. Nope. Let's put it to the test.
Alright.
Friends, you make the goodness, Uma.
I could do. I could do. I could do.
I am not getting as many perfects as I would like to. Catherine.
Thank.
Reason and authority. Axe. This is your authority too. I think I'll be able to get both of these up, but I'll just do it. Set it on flying. Sure, I'll do that. Might be able to get him to acid flying by the end of this, maybe. What's your Actually, let's get it clearing rubble. Let's get these two.
I've got something I want to ask you.
I think alcohol consumption increases as we continue to fight day after day after day after. Oh, I mean for the monastery as a whole, dear, not just for me. Still, is it something we should be careful about? Like everyone to avoid excessive drinking. Everyone. Gods. I know this is the one Manuela wants to hear. I think this is the one Alois wants to hear. You know what? Fuck you.
I get it. Thank you.
Okay, they were both. No, stupid reason. I didn't even read the message that she had. Catherine would like to speak with you. Whose birthday is it? Annette's birthday.
Thank you.
We will do a beautiful...
Let's do it together. We're on a...
Get that A+. Get that movement +1.
Now to apply this knowledge.
Fimblebetter.
Now is the time to master.
Interesting.
There is always more to...
I always was at quick.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm almost tired of learning new things.
Okay, where are we at? Are you any paralyzed? Boy, this is the boring part of the game, isn't it? This part of the game is just so boring. Well, I think that's going to be it for this stream. Next time around, we'll probably just be doing auxiliary battles, unfortunately. Maybe if I can drag Grand Lux in here, we'll make it a longer one so we can actually get to the next chapter. In fact, I think I'll make that the goal. We'll get through all these auxiliary battles. I'll start earlier than normal. We'll get through all these auxiliary battles and we'll actually get to the next chapter. But for now, let me sign off. Yeah, if it, please go check out my YouTube. I have way more content over there right now than I have on Twitch. So please check that out. There's more playthroughs of, you know, me and Grand Lux doing things. So, yeah. Also, one of the games that I'll be streaming next is Lego Racers for the PS1. The very first video game I ever played as a child. The game that's almost as old as I am. I ordered that online, so it should be coming in by next week. So hopefully then we'll be able to play that game. I'm actually really excited for that. But yeah, for now, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.